If you're in the will, you did good.
I did good
Okay,
indeed.
so I'm sorry, Doodle. You were saying
As I left off from where when I was born, and then so I'm the oldest of my siblings.
you're adorable.
So, oh yeah.
Meh.
Meh. Is Ashley really texting me when she's 3 feet away from me?
Oh my god, technology.
I'm gonna go beat her when we get done. Child abuse.
Alright.
Technology. Anyway, yeah, I guess that's all.
Alright.
Because I have a boring life.
Well,
We all have pretty boring lives. I mean, we have way too much
what
time
is the
on our
second
hands.
question, Cinn? Never mind. What's the second question? It's the same as the first.
Well, not necessarily. Well,
Okay.
kind of.
Here, I got a question for you, Doodle. Since Cinn is
Oh,
inadequate.
wait. This is. Oh, wait. I think this is Nick's doing because he was editing it. I don't know. I think what that question meant to say is skip the 3. Yeah, just skip the 3.
Okay.
Okay, I got a question for you. How did you become, how did you get into this fandom?
Okay, so how I got into this fandom. Well, it started with DeviantArt. Because that's where I first started drawing and where I met my close friends. I saw a bunch of journals and art posted of the show, and I was like, you know what, I'll just check it out. So I typed it up on Google, and Know Your Meme popped up, so I decided to watch the first episode. And then after the first episode, I was like, oh gosh, what's going to happen next? So I watched the second episode, and then I got hooked.
Was that a year ago or less than a year ago?
When it first started, actually. So
So you've been doing this for 3 freaking years.
Yeah, not my Tumblr, though. I started my Tumblr a year ago. Oh, not even a year ago.
Oh, God.
And how many followers you have since?
I have 1,300.
Okay, I thought... Okay. Never mind, you beat us.
Ragin was kind of ranting how it's like, oh, I bet we have more followers than her.
I do that with everybody.
Serves you right. Huh.
I did that with Fluttershy replies. I'm like, only has 300 or something. What a loser.
What a loser. Whoa. But anyway, it's great that you've been here since way at the beginning, kind of like the G4 fandom.
Yes.
You know, if you want to consider the G4 era, then you've been since it started. So I'm pretty sure you've seen a lot of things happening. What are the things that kind of surprised you the most when you joined the fandom?
Surprised me most? Probably the majority of the fandom. When I first started out, I did not expect the fandom to be mostly guys. And now I am different.
You
So
are the
don't
minority.
worry. But my younger self was a complete demon, so...
You are the Mexican of the fandom.
You are the minority. True.
Minority. I'm sorry, I've been watching South Park for way too long. Ah, fucking Cartman. But yeah, the minority of I got Ashley into it. I got my sister into it, and I got Ashley into it. Ashley's way too much into it just because of Rainbow Dash and her being gay. She's like, Rainbow Dash, Rainbow, But she loves. Okay, these are the people she loves: Vinyl Scratch, Scootaloo, Fluttershy, Rainbow Dash, and Spike. She hates Twilight though. And I'm like, okay, you only like Rainbow Dash because she has a rainbow. You only like Sushi because that's another Rainbow Dash. You only like Fluttershy because she's a Pegasus. And you only like Vinyl Scratch because she's Butch. Like you. So I just named everything. I'm like, I like all the main 6, but I like Pinkie Pie the most. And she looks at me going, you are so much like Pinkie Pie. I'm like, how? Because I squeak and skip a lot? No.
Because you party hard.
Well,
I party hard. I twerk it all night long, even when I'm sleeping. I twerk it.
Ass that don't quit.
Oh, God, you should... If you were to see how me and Ashley sleep in the same bed, we are arguing even at night. In our sleeps.
Oh, boy.
I actually used to do that to my brother. my younger brother. He yells at me in his sleep. Like,
No,
he
we
talks
don't
in
do
his
that.
sleep.
We like shove each other over because we're sharing a single-size mattress for the time being. And we're like, she takes up half of it, and I'm laying like on the side of it, practically vertically, just going, and I shove her ass over or something. For those that are wondering, how is Cloudy living with Ragin? She's my roommate, and they're like, but you're a guy and a girl sleep in the same bed. Aren't you in a relationship? No, she's gay. I'm straight. She likes pussy. I like pussy. It doesn't work.
Shh. Anyway, moving on. We're getting way too off topic. So,
Good.
what surprised you the most, kind of like mostly guys that are into fandom, and kind of like
Or
what you were kind of viewed as like more of like, oh my god, you're a girl, go away.
let me Coney 2012.
Yeah, kind of like that. Or
Like,
do you have like
it's
what
a
what
lot
were
of,
the
that's what I don't like
yeah.
about this fandom. Everybody thinks the guys are neck beards and fat and ugly.
What do you think, Doodle?
Okay.
As soon as you're done. The interview.
Uh-huh.
Are you done?
No, not yet.
I still
We're
have
not
half
done.
hour.
We're just getting started. We're just getting started.
You're not happy.
You're just getting started.
I know, right?
Still young.
So professional, so choice.
Okay, I'm back.
Yeah. Anyway,
So
moving-
Sorry about that.
we're
so
moving.
pro life.
So we're kind of moving on to questions. So
You can take care of this.
yeah, I'm gonna nurture this like it was my unbirthed son. How do you kind of started making your
Yeah.
So what gave you the idea to create your pony Sona Doodle?
Well, the idea was that she was originally based on me,
So it was like a
and
direct pony Sona.
so yeah, but then I changed her a lot, and so yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't really have much of a story on how I created her.
Okay.
It's just.
So you kind of like created a pony Sona out of a whim, or was like, do you have any initial inspiration before?
Well, no, not really. Not really. Well, she is kind of based on how I look a bit. And she is my favorite color.
So you're
Her
purple.
coat is my favorite color.
So your skin is purple.
You
Yes.
like
Her
hipster?
color is purple.
Yes, perfect.
You were born in '99. How can you be hipster when you didn't live the '90s?
I did live the 90s.
You lived in ¡99 though. You're a millennial. You're like my brother. You're like my brother who just discovered Dragon Ball Z like a year ago. Thinks it's
no,
the greatest shit ever, and I'm like, dude, you're watching Dragon Kai. That's your problem. You need to go back and watch the good shit.
Get a life.
Get a life, you hooker. I gotta tell you something after
No,
this
it's like
interview. By the way,
after, because your stories are just.
my story.
And
This
you're right,
one is.
his stories are just too much. We're sorry.
They make they wonder why you
I
named
wonder.
yourself Evil Duck.
I wonder every day. So there is no like initial story with Doodle. Is he just there for comic relief?
Like, she's basically just there. Poof. just, I don't know. She isn't really any real thing. Like, yeah, I guess for comic release mostly.
She's like God. She just appeared.
Yes.
She's just
Just-
there. I'm only there.
She just poofed out of nowhere.
Yeah. Her powers is to exist. Which comes to question, like,
Like
what
Jesus.
exactly, like, I don't know, out of the blue here, is she good at drawing? Is that her destiny, to draw?
Well, actually, her talent is to draw vent art. That's the only way she can, like, express her feelings.
Okay.
Mostly. And she, in my opinion, like, I guess in my vision, I picture her not being good at drawing. But then she improved later on.
Alright.
So, yeah, that's pretty much what her cutie mark is, or her destiny.
So when you're when you're doing like an update, is it considered like a vent art of what you're feeling currently, or
Not
you're
exactly.
doing the update based on how she feels?
On how she feels. I usually do an update on how she feels.
Okay.
Yeah, my vent art stays between me and no one else, so,
Okay.
yeah.
So like the portrayal of how will she feel like during each update So, what are her traits when it comes to her personality?
Let's see. She is very timid, like an awkward kind of, like you can, like how her figure is. She's like not really the, like, I don't know. She doesn't really like much talking or whatever, or I'm not good at this.
It's okay.
But anyway, hold on a second. Wait for my headphones to be plugged back in. Okay, there we go.
All right.
She gets, like, I don't know. I'm really sorry. But anyway, she kind of overreacts about things too. And she's very stubborn. So I still kind of have to develop her personality. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right. So, going on to questions here, because I kind of lost them, because I'm stupid. So, what are in the blog, what are the types of situations she mostly gets involved in? Does she interacts with other blogs, or is kind of like a slice of life thing?
Well, most of my blog is like pretty much her dealing with her friends, her actual OCs of people. So she does interact with many OCs. Like, for example, my friend Chocolate Chip, her friend Chocolate Chip.
Oh, it's like, is her friend and your friend too?
Yes, the mod of the blog, the mod of the blog is my best friend, and I've known her for years.
Okay.
So, yeah, they really click with each other, and they're roommates.
All right, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah. Yeah, she interacts with many of the blogs.
Okay.
Or many blogs in general.
Well, most you'll be interacting with Chocolate Chip, so what kind of interaction do you guys usually have?
Well, usually just, like, kind of like the... Oh, I gotta plug in my laptop.
That'd be bad. It just ends right now, and we're like, oh.
Oh. Well,
well,
that's
I guess
it.
he had to go.
What is this?
Dun, 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 dun.
Shit, we're all just kind of awkwardly transition.
After show time. Did you hear about them, Knicks? And I'm back. I'm sorry again.
Hey, welcome back.
Mm-hmm.
We're not finished.
Welcome back from those 2 seconds you were gone.
I know, right? Distractions.
But anyway, as I was explaining, they just have like a sisterly kind of relationship. And Chocolate Chip is the oldest of the two, so she acts like she's pretty much like the sister of in Doodle's vision, since Doodle doesn't really have much of his family besides her foster family.
All right.
So yeah.
So she's like a foster child.
Yes.
Does she know like her parents, or is it like she's not interested in looking for?
Well, her father's in prison.
Oh wow.
So.
It's a pretty dark story.
Oh Jesus.
Yes.
I've never heard of that. Going, oh well, your father killed like 8,000 people. He's in pony prison now.
Why is he in jail?
Yep. Well, for abusing and stuff.
Like this story just gets even better.
Keep going.
Brighton's this. Please tell me there's rape involved. I will feel so much better. Good.
No.
Is there any child born out of wedlock?
No.
Okay.
Ragin.
Crossing off that.
Ragin, shut up. Please go on. Ignore Ragin. He's being the butt.
I'm a butt, and I can't not.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Saddest story in the book. Now let's move on. It's like Lion King, but if Mufasa was crippled from like the waist down, and had to drag his ass everywhere.
Headphones.
Here's one question which I want to ask every single one of our guests and see how it turns out. Now, Doodle.
I'm really.
This is gonna be a little bit hard for you, but I just want you to do the best that you can.
Don't tell me.
I want you to pitch your blog to everyone viewing us today?
You're a dick.
Oh. I can't really do that much.
It's just kind of like saying, so if you were able to like to pitch yourself, kind of like a sponsor or something.
Like you wanted Gatorade or something as your sponsor, or Nikes.
Oh. Okay. So what's the just pick anything, or like is there a specific thing?
Promote yourself.
Yeah,
You
it's
gotta
kind
just
of like what you think your blog means and what you think is important to let people know.
So, Doodle Answers, the pony who rolls around into trouble. There you go.
Great. Go
There.
Recommend, highly
Beautiful.
recommended. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Would recommend.
2012.
Yeah.
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 Awesome.
2013.
I could make a better one, but I'd be a
2013.
little mean about it. Like, go check out this pony's blog where she's been abused and her father's in prison.
A story of
Oh.
redemption.
Red Dead Redemption.
Red Dead Doodle.
Red Dead Doodle Redemption. Redemption.
Redemption of a horse.
Break your feels.
Are you nuts?
There.
I'm a horse.
Of course.
Horse. Nay.
Nay. I, dear sir, don't give a nay.
Oh boy, we're going on the right track. We're just going on the right track.
Going off the rails on this crazy train.
Lord.
This episode should be called Sassy Bat. This should be called Sassy Joke.
Sassy Batman. Sassy Joker.
Sassy Batman. Oh my god, guys. I got my nails done. Sex in the City with Batman as the narrator.
So, seeing that, how many followers you had again? Like 1,000 something?
Over 9,000.
Well, now it's 1,302.
Alright, that's more than
Oh,
my blog. What kind of, okay, you have like that's like a marginally successful follower count.
That's yay. If you hit this 1,000 mark, I think it's successful.
Yeah, it's
all the way.
successful because you just kind of went through like you went through
We're
the
getting
4 digits.
close to that.
You went through
Once
the 4
we
digits.
have 1,000, we quit. Won't we quit?
Mm-hmm.
I know. It's like you went
I
through
was
the 4
actually
digits.
never expecting.
Yeah, so it's kind
I
of.
was actually never expecting to get that far.
So what do you think is a good advice to give for those who like are starting a blogs? Like, what kind of advice would you give them?
Well, my advice is to have fun and do what you want to do, and just like I don't really have much of a. I don't really follow that advice because I sometimes ask my followers what they want to see, but I should like do what I want to do.
Just be happy with what you do, kind of. You're satisfied
Yeah.
with that.
If I was able to allow to do what I wanted to do with this, there'd be horse penises everywhere over this place.
God damn it, Ragin.
Oh.
Go away.
This is what happens when you give me too much power.
No, I don't.
Bad things happen.
No, this is why we can't have nice things.
Or children.
Or children.
Children are the nice things. They're slaves at the cafe.
Oh God. So yeah, it's very. Our guest is being very patient with us through the course of this entire interview.
It's been a month. I want to have fun, damn it.
It's been a month since we've done anything, and you've been waiting for like a month too, right? For this entire interview.
I don't care who it is. It could have been by myself. I just want to bust somebody's balls, especially yours.
Thank you. My balls has been thoroughly busted. They're busted to shreds.
Oh.
She's just like, oh, awkward. Men in their natural environment, ball busting.
Boys.
National Geographic logo in the lower right corner of the screen. Dun 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 dun.
Oh man.
Damn, she's so scary.
So, a lot of things have been happening recently on Tumblr. It's really good, some really bad. What would you say is
Oh,
like,
yeah.
your best experience with kind of like the Tumblr community, which is Tumblr Pawn, because it's kind of like like a splinter group of the fandom right now.
Wait, the Tumblr Pond Cafe?
Well, no, like the Tumblr Pawn is kind of like you got the regular MLP fandom, and then you have the like within that you got the Tumblr Pawn, which is like a splinter. It's based on the same fandom, but it has its own different lingo and a different culture. So
Like the molestia?
My headphones, I swear.
yeah, it's kind of like what's happening with the molestia thing, which is
Okay,
kind
I'm sorry.
like it has made like a divide, because like some people are all full front for it, others are just
It should be that they made Celestia the rapist blog.
yeah, kind of like some people
I
are
was
saying,
actually pissed at that. I go, really, people?
it's funny considering that this blog has been out for years and has a huge following, and up until now
And then all of a sudden, somebody has to bitch about it now?
someone has to say, and then some people say, oh, do whatever wants what's and but I'm just one of the minority saying, okay, a campaign, how will this help rape victims, question mark?
How is molestation when the rape victims in molestia, or so-called the rape victims, are really not saying no, or really not really kind of, they're just like, they're always blushing. You never see them go, don't rape me, I'm heinous.
Well, there hasn't been any real illustration of that, being this is a very touchy subject.
There is no pictures of Celestia inserting horn in anus. There is no pictures of that. It's implied, but it's not shown. All she does is wiggle her ass and everybody's happy.
Doodle Pony, what did you think about it?
Well, my opinion, I don't really like molestia
All right.
that much. I don't know. I'm just not really a big fan.
It's kind of like,
And-
it's there.
Does Big Booty Celestia make you uncomfortable?
Well, like, I don't know. I just think that it's like I don't know. I guess you could say I'm like more leaning to like support down with molestia, but then I'm not really sure anymore because I don't like the blog, but then I don't want to get involved with it anymore because I was involved with it, and then I was terrible.
How do you mean,
So-
like, involved? Like, what happened?
Like, so I posted something about it on my Tumblr,
Mhm.
and then I started getting like hate about calling me a terrible person and stuff like that.
Fuck them people.
And like, I know it's not as bad as how Pinkie Pony got it.
Yeah, Pinkie Pony got it really bad, and I feel bad.
I thought that was really ridiculous, and I was really mad at the
People
fandom.
are just hurt because they could say, "I've never been raped, but I feel bad." Like, look, if you want to really feel bad, go get raped. I know that sounds mean, but you can't say you're offended even though you've never been raped. Don't just shut up, please.
No,
It's like, go away.
Even though there are people who are not really, they don't consider it funny because they've been infected by it, but not in a non-physical term. Let's just say like a really close friend of them were raped, and then or either family member were raped, and then they feel that that's not a joke, something that shouldn't be taken lightly. But there's also
They take it to another extreme.
There's some who take it to another extreme, but then there's like the me, which I'm not really not a big fan of rape jokes. And even though Molestia is considered a straw character, which none of the things she say is to be taken seriously, and thus the character is talking about a subject that is in the wrong, and she's always going to be on the opposite side of what is generally considered a taboo, and it's not to be taken seriously what she's saying, and people who are into that kind of dark type of humor are the ones who's going to watch it. So it's not really a character that should be taken seriously. It's like if someone would take everything that South Park says seriously
and take it, yeah.
Exactly, and take it to an extreme, and try to make a
People do that, though.
People still do that today, to anything. And it's interesting to see how
You
much...
could fart in an elevator and somebody will petition it.
Yeah.
It's that bad.
And Doodle just dropped. So it's kind of continuing waiting for her when she gets back. It's kind of like...
I don't understand
this.
this.
It doesn't make any sense as to how exactly will this help people who have been through this. How exactly will this, where are you going with this? Is this going to help someone? Is this going to physically help someone? No, this is not gonna
All you're
help
doing
someone.
is trying to stop somebody who's going to make something. See, when you try to make somebody stop something, they're just going to continue doing it out of spite, or they just want to because they can. Because when you tell somebody, no, you cannot do this, they're going to say, why the fuck not, and continue doing it.
Well, because, okay, and there's some reasons. There's
It's
some reasons.
not hurting anyone. If you don't like the blog, don't fucking look at the blog or follow it. It's that simple.
Well, and
No,
there's like people
but no,
making
they
a
have to go.
petition.
I don't want anything to do with rape or anything in this fandom, so I have to, object everything, get rid of it, stop it, cause more trouble, cause a bigger uproar, make people just, look at me, I'm going to do this. Look at. There are some other blogs out there that are worse than that, but seriously.
They're much more.
Let's see.
There's some who actually show that kind of nasty stuff. All right, they do show it. And do anyone who makes like a huge petition to stop these blogs? And
I wish we got a petition for somebody to stop our blog, because I would make videos every day explaining how every single person is an idiot and why they need to go die.
Okay.
Because that
anyway,
is ridiculous.
Okay. Really big announcement here, guys. Apparently, Doodle Pony didn't drop. She just abruptly left. She had to go, and she said, "I'm really sorry, but I have to go. I'm sorry that it was so short. Thank you for having me." Smiley face.
Good.
So,
and
yeah.
we had a good time having her on. I liked her. She
great.
was a sweet girl, and she was able to put up with me for about half an hour.
And she was very patient. I mean, I'm surprised she held for that long.
So,
yeah.
Yay! Next. So, who's our next guest?
Oof. We have to go to the CloudsDale Cafe's.
The Cafe-san! CloudsDale Cafe-san!
CloudsDale Cafe-san no 何ですか?
Claudia-san!
大丈夫.
Somebody needs to draw like everybody in the CloudsDale Cafe just like in Japanese form.
Freaking like all being shoguns.
Anime. Unshimuna!
We're like shoguns.
But seriously, the whole thing about molestia needs to blow over, because people need to fuck off. Seriously, about this fandom, and stop taking everything so goddamn seriously.
It's like, my point of view is that I don't
care
like
for it.
No, I just don't like seeing when everybody's just ganging up on one person.
And they're going to gang up on one person, and then they're going to move on to the next person. You know why people will never probably gang up on Jitters?
Why?
Because she will just cause nothing but drama and make it. Well, people would do it, and the thing is, it'd be the fucking the Tumblr wars of 2013, 2014.
Oh God.
That's what would happen, because she will make videos saying, fuck all you people, I'm going to do what I want. And that's the problem. That's her mindset right now. That's her mindset. She's been given too much power. She's been given too much leeway for some of the shit she's done. And only because people know her as Derpy, or the Doctor, Discorded Doctor Hooves, or Discorded Hooves. And that's all people know her for, and they're just like, So I'm like, just stop it. She's given too much power. She's too full of herself. Or herself. I don't fucking know. We interviewed her, and she was okay, but she still just has a bit of an attitude problem, because she thinks she's better than everyone else. Sad thing is, she lives in my hometown, so let's go visit her. Me and Ash go visit her. Yo, I heard you were a man. Can I punch you in your shit? Poof.
I don't know. I really don't know. I'm really not sure, like, how exactly her attitude is towards everybody in the fandom. But I guess it kind of happens to you when all the fame really does go to your head. And
we will never get like that, because we will never change our attitude. We're never going to. The day that we say, man, I'm better than everybody else, is the day we end the CloudsDale Cafe.
Yeah, I think what people really like to see, at least in podcasts, is people who are genuine. People who are like, legitimately want.
We don't care about fame. We just care about ourselves and trying to be funny. And that's all we do is get off topic and carry ourselves.
Yeah. By the way, I send you a link. You should definitely put it on the live stream. It's
Something. Oh my God! Somebody did it.
they did it.
Somebody did it. Yes, Red Dead Doodle. I love that face she do. It's just like, somebody send that to her. She'll like it.
Sure, totally. I think it's a Shimmer Strikes. Props to this guy.
Oh, yeah, he's Puerto Rican, by the way, or
Really?
she.
I don't. He, she. Welcome, brother.
You should say something in Puerto Rican, something that you people would only know.
I don't know. She's questioning if she is.
Why? She says she's from Puerto Rico, so she's probably white.
No, wait,
You should go. You should go date her. You should go date her. Because you got totally friend zoned. You got friend zoned.
It's
so
bottle
you
lemon.
need to take it out.
It's bottle lemon. That's